going to teach you how to make inverse kinematics in Godot 4.7. I'll teach you how to make from a simple mesh to this. This is a very basic, brief explanation. I recommend you to go for more research on this topic. So first, I have this character. He's a very basic character. He's only a character with legs. Literally, he has head and then legs. That's it. So, for you to turn a character just like this to, as you saw, this guy, you first gotta add a node in Godot called Federate IK or something. You can choose any of these free IK nodes for this. Every one will work, but they'll just look differently while moving. So first, add two of any chosen IK node. Before you even do anything, turn this on. This this calculates your character's movement the exact same way instead of calculating from the past movement. So if there's like so if you like somehow walk in a weird way, it doesn't make your walking for the rest of the game weird. So in your main node, right here or wherever you have it, I recommend you to add a node 3D or just a node in general to add your targets. I'm using meshes for visibility and debugging. I'll connect this mesh. Let's give it a color. Gonna give it the color of blue. I'm gonna make this one for the left leg. Gonna copy this, copy it, and paste it. Then this one will be the right leg. Right here, I'll call this current, or C, I guess. Do not make this under the armature node or whatever node that holds your skeleton that has the IK nodes. Yeah, just add it. Now, when you click on one or both IK nodes, you can connect them to whatever node is the target. So I'm making this for the left leg, this node. So I'll connect this one and the two bones I want to have the IK. I mean the two bones I want to have IK in. Got that. So now, if I've done this correct, as you can see, they're now moving from their original spot. If I just simply hold this, move it, you're probably saying it seems snappy, or whatever it's called. To make it feel less snappy, increase this value, or turn this on. I'm just going to do both for it to look slightly better. Now, move these nodes to the area of the legs. I should have probably, before connecting them, done this to prevent issues. So now, after you have done this, you can finally start making another node. This node we're going to be calling T. Why we're going to be calling it T? Because we're standing it for target. The target nodes for the current nodes. We need a target node for a good reason. We need them because if we don't have them, they will just not work or not move when we move. So let's color them red for us to be able to see them much better. Like, sure, this pinkish red. So I'm just gonna use spring arms because it's much easier than other tricks and ways of implementing this. So right here, don't forget to give them a shape. Then increase it to 5. We don't need to change this one, but we need to change the rotation to 90 degrees. Because usually these notes are sideways. These notes are usually sideways. If you can see, now the nodes are pointing down instead of pointing to the z-axis. Move the whole node that I've placed the spring arms with slightly in front of the legs. If you have not done yet, restart these locations for the meshes. If you have just simply copied them, like me. Now, move the nodes to their corresponding areas, one in front of the other leg. I've made 2 simple scripts for this. One is going to move the whole armature node. It's a simple script. Right here, I have this IK script. I made it able to be loose and able to be edited and modified. So it's basically very simple. Over here, it separates the target and the mesh nodes. I made it work with only meshes for some reason. Over here, it could be true or false, and right here it says yes. Here's a for loop. It loops of how much bones or legs you have added into the resource. It checks the mesh versus the location of this guy, the target. Then it checks which one's bigger than the other, or if it's too far away from the max distance. Then if it is, move the legs, or if the legs are moving, move the current nodes to the target nodes at the speed, let's declare it up here, by delta. Delta is by time. Then if not, the legs mesh, look at target location. And this basically does the same thing. And then this one stops it. So that's basically it. So now we're just going to connect these scripts after I explained them. Connect the IK script to the target or the current script or current node. Now you can add as much resources or as much or legs that you have. You have the mesh current, and you have to add the mesh target. If I have done this correctly, or if you have done this correctly, and out of my code, it should end up. So if you have done it correctly, it will have to be something similar to this guy. You can make your own script that's simpler or more optimized. And you can just simply, I'm using this one for some reason, but you can simply just like edit how far the target or your current node has to be for it to move. You can move the speed. I recommend you to move the speed faster than the speed that's moving your character. At least 2 times the speed at minimum. 2 times the speed of your movement. Sometimes it just be slow. That's why I make the speed like this and that. The scripts should be in the description. And the last video, the top comment was Fishcat. I'm going to be implementing Fishcat. Whatever top comment of this video will be implemented into the game. Thank you for watching. Make sure to leave a comment. Bye.